Hello, Dr. Cisse covering anatomy and physiology 2. Today we'll talk about the endocrine system. It is the system in which organs secrete hormone. But what is a hormone? It's a chemical that is produced in the body that has to go through the bloodstream to get to its target destination. If you look at the body, there are different ways cells can communicate. First, you can have two cells. You can have a gap between them, like a space between two cells, and that communication will be gap junction. Or you can have one neuron secreting hormones on another neuron or another cell, like a muscle, and that communication between neuron and neuron or neuron or muscle will be, the secretion will be called a neurotransmitter. Or you can have some secretion between cells in the tissue that is called a paracrine. But what is a hormone? It is when the chemical is secreted into the bloodstream to get to its target destination. So endocrinology is the study of the system of hormones and the disorder that comes with it. And the endocrine gland is just a bag that secretes the hormone that goes into blood. Now, we have different endocrine organs. For example, inside the brain, we have the pineal gland, the hypothalamus. Both of them are part of the diencephalon. Remember, the diencephalon will be the epithalamus, the thalamus, and the hypothalamus. So the pineal gland is in the epithalamus. Then the hypothalamus itself is an endocrine gland because it secretes hormone. And then below the hypothalamus, we have the pituitary gland. Then inside the neck, we have the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland. Behind the thyroid, we have four little dots that we call the parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. Then in the chest, between the lungs, we have the thymus. The thymus. Then on top of the kidneys, we have the adrenal glands. Next to the stomach, we have the pancreas. Then we have the gonads, which include the testes and the ovaries. Now, we have endocrine gland. We have also exocrine gland. Exocrine gland will be a bag that have ducts, like that have pipes, through which the secretion comes out, either outside of the body or inside the body. For example, your sweat will come out or your stomach juice will go inside the stomach. Those are exocrine gland because they don't go into blood. Then we have the endocrine glands. The secretion will go through some blood vessels that have holes, and those are called fenestration, to go into a capillary bed, which is just a bunch of blood vessels, before it goes into the bloodstream or go directly to another tissue, but it has to go through the blood. So the endocrine secretion will be something secreted into blood before it gets to its destination. Now, if you think about it, based on the secretions, we can compare the endocrine gland and the nervous system. For example, if you take a neuron will secrete a neurotransmitter to another neuron or a muscle. But the endocrine gland will secrete something into blood. But what's the difference? It's like sending a letter to somebody or a text message. We can have the same message, so that means we can secrete the same thing. If it's a text message, it means I can text somebody and say, I love you. The person will get it right away. But if I write on the postcard, I love you, I have to get up, go to the post office, mail it, and the person will get it by 2 or 3 days. So the 2 or 3 days takes more time. The postcard can last longer. That will be like an endocrine system. But in the text message, it will be something fast, quick. That will be like a nervous system. So basically, the endocrine is slow, lasts longer, and the response takes time. But in the nervous system, the response is fast, takes less time, but it doesn't long for long. It stays for a long time. It kind of don't last for a long time. Thank you for watching.